Beethoven is chasing the moon in the light.
You probably could have been in Carnegie Hall every day.
What was it like to work with Mark Raskin? Well, it was certainly never boring.
He's always at the center of the debate and the center of the dialogue.
He's always been an activist and a scholar combined.
He not only listens, but there's a sense of Mark as a latter-day Socrates.
He taught me to take history seriously, especially U.S. history, which I had never taken very seriously.
The struggle for justice is one of endurance, stamina, and walking on the shoulders of those who preceded you.
I took over from Mark in Bob's office. And so I said, Mark, what do you do? How do you be a legislative assistant? And he said, what do you mean? You figure out all the things you want to do and then you make the congressman do it. We always tease Mark. He went into the White House and almost immediately thereafter the Bay of Pigs happened. The timing of the events was such that Mark, without even knowing it, was part of the administration that started that. And I think it was a jolt to him to realize where he was and what he was trying to do.
That was a bold move. They had to worry about whether they were going to get a budget that would sustain them. And in those days, progressive think tanks were not in great number.
When my dad first became involved with the Institute for Policy Studies, Mark Raskin and Dick Barnett became household words, except the word was Mark and Dick, as in, Mark and Dick did this and that the other day, or that's a hell of a Mark and Dick kind of an idea.
The Institute had had some very rough days, and the most extraordinary was the bombing, which killed Orlando Letelier and Connie Carpin Moffat. It was a shock to realize that the politics that people were involved with was not a game. Connie was Mark's assistant. When her name comes up, you can see the mist cloud over in his eyes.
Debussy also is eager to chase the moon.
He'll walk into IPS every day bubbling over with big ideas that he wants to share, like, why don't we organize hundreds of city council officials to pass resolutions against the Iraq War? Or, why don't we transform Guantanamo into a public health facility? And most of us, smaller thinkers, will respond, we can't do that, it's too big, it would cost too much. But fortunately, over the years, IPS has been smart enough to pursue several of these big ideas of Mark, and they've worked, and the world's a better place because of them.
There's nobody who is not an exile. There is no place to run. There is only the possibility of expression of what it is to be a human being. What you have to do is do it with the community. And that community can be here in a city, it can be internationally. The work of the Institute in this sense, I think, under the leadership of the people to my right,
Far right.
reflect that sentiment, and so they are carrying a very great tradition, and I hope that all of you will be part of that tradition. Thank you.
Thank you.